A name that comes up a lot in occult circles is that of the demon known as Belial, sometimes referred to as Belial and to a rarer extent, Belias. Belial's name can be found in Abrahamic texts and the Lesser Key of Solomon as the 68th spirit. So, now you might be asking, what's up with this guy? Well, stay tuned because you're about to find out. For this is Tell Me About It, Belial. Despite being called a demon, in early Christian texts, Belial was considered to be a jinn. However, now it's common belief that Belial is an angel. Not just any angel either. Belial was one of the first, if not the first angel to fall and rebel against God. Some sources say he was the voice that talked Lucifer into rebelling. In fact, if Lucifer is number 1, then Belial is the number 2 and the right hand. It's believed that Belial's name comes from Hebrew and means without worth. Belial's name can be found 26 times throughout the Old Testament of the Bible, but the name itself doesn't refer to a specific being. Instead, it represents a character trait, in this case being worthless or wicked. An example of this is man worshiping other gods or opposing God. They'd be considered worthless and wicked. If we take into account that Belial was a trait, then the being might not actually exist, or it's something taking on the name of Belial. John Milton's Paradise Lost might be partially responsible for influencing Belial, the being, and contributing to its popularity. There are scholars who believe that Belial also represents anarchy and rebelliousness. Rebelling in the sense of rejecting principles put upon you by others instead of discovering and accepting your own. This would be quite fitting for the being Belial, and this would also mean all people have a bit of him in them. As far as appearances go, Belial is said to be tall, slender, and a very beautiful angel with a calming, pleasing, and appeasing voice. Some say he has snake-like facial features as well. In the Lesser Key of Solomon, he retains his calming and appeasing voice, but he's described as being 2 ghoulish-looking angels in a golden chariot being pulled by monstrous horses. Some occultists that I've spoken to who have worked with Belial has said that he sometimes appears reptilian-like and may even take the form of a great black dragon. According to the Satanic Bible, Belial is associated with the north, which is supposed to be the direction of darkness, the earth, and self-reliance. He's also a champion of humanity and represents base desires of mankind. Occultists who work with Belial or have worked with Belial all say the same thing about him. He's intense and you'll get what you want, but it's not easy. Part of the reason for this roughness is to test yourself and break your limits. I believe Belial tries to teach you that if it's something you desire in life, then you'll do whatever it takes to obtain it. If you quit on it, then you didn't truly desire it, and ultimately it would be of no use. And why try for something that's ultimately of little use to you? Belial helps with opening our eyes up and finding what balances us out from an aspect of living life, so we can see his lessons as teaching self-worth and throwing away what doesn't work and is worthless. With that, you said tell me about it, and now you've been told. Thank you all for tuning in, and if you have a suggestion for a future Tell Me About It, be sure to let us know in the comment section down below or follow us on social media and tell us there. Those links can be found in the description below. Thank you all again, and I will be seeing you next Tell Me About It.